Good morning to all. Myself Aman Sharma from Hotel Management Department in RPI ET Campus, Karnal. Today's our topic is knife skills and cutting techniques. First of all, knives. Parts of knife. First is tip, used for slicing and handling small items such as shallots, mushroom and onions. Edge. This is where all of the work take place, the part you cut with. Spine, smooth top part of the knife. It allows you to grip the knife between the thumb and forefinger for good control during cutting and chopping. Heel, last few inches of the cutting edge is called heel. This part of the blade is used when maximum leverage is needed or a few heavy cutting tasks. Bolster, part between the blade and the handle that assist in the balance of the knife. It is called bolster. Tang, metal that extend into the handle. On a good knife, the tang will extend all the way to the butt of the handle and the revert will go through the tag. This helps create a well balance of the knife. Now types of knife. First is chef's knife. The most versatile knife in the kitchen, makes slicing, dicing, mincing and chopping fun. Chef knife are usually 6 inches to 12 inches long with 8 inches being the average of the chef knife. Boning knife. A thin blade knife used for removing the bones of poultry, meat and fish. The blade is generally 6 inches long and may be rigged or flexible. Slicer have a very thin, sharp edge that quickly and easily cut meat and fish without tearing. It comes especially handy during the holiday season to carve the perfect turkey. Bread knife, commonly known as bread knife, it is purposely designed with a long serrated blade and a blunt end. The teeth allow it to cut bread using less vertical force, which keeps the bread from being compressed or crushed. It is the best knife available for angle food cake. Paring knife, perhaps the most versatile of knife. It is a short knife with a 2 to 4 inch long blade because it is designed for peeling and trimming fruits and vegetables. The paring knife edge must be kept sharp. These knives are also used for carving specialty shape and garnishes. Steel. A steel is used to hone, not sharpen knife. It is made of hard, high carbon steel or ceramic. It comes as a long, taper, round rod, but some people prefer the flat model. Use the steel on a knife before each use and throughout food preparation to keep the blade razor sharp. To use a steel, hold the knife at 20-degree angle and the pull across in a swift motion from the hilt to the tip of the knife 6 to 8 times alternating sides. Now different types of vegetable cuttings. Chiffonade. To make a chiffonade of a leafy green such as baby spinach, stack individually leaves on top another, then tightly roll them lengthwise. Using a chef knife, cut the rolled bundle of the leaves crosswise into thin slices. Unroll the strip and use them as desired. Seeding tomato. Using the paring knife, cut a circle around the stem and pull it out. Next, place the tomato on the cutting board and slice it crosswise using the serrated knife or chef's knives. Pick up a tomato half and hold the cut side over the bowl. Gently squeeze, letting the tomato seeds drip into the bowl. To cut vegetables for stir fry, hold the knife at about 45-degree angle to the cutting board with the edge of the knife facing away from you. Slice vegetable into equally thick pieces. More surface area result in faster cooking, which is required for stir fry. Julien's cut. A julienne is a type of cut that make a long thin strips. It is a good technique to use for vegetables and other ingredients when you want to heighten their presentation. Peel the skin from the vegetable if necessary. Trim away any root or stem part of the vegetable. If the vegetable is round like a potato or carrot, cut it into half and lay it cut side down on the board. This will keep it from rolling. Cut the edible part of the vegetable into slices about 1/4 inches thick. Cut around the seeds if necessary. Cut these slices into even strips 1/4 inches thick. Diced vegetable. A diced vegetable is cut into small cubes. It is easy to dice quickly and evenly once you have the neck. Just think slice, stick and the cubes. For round vegetables like carrot and potatoes, cut in half lengthwise and lay cut side down on the cutting board. This will keep the vegetable from rolling. Cut the vegetable lengthwise into even slices, then stack the slice and cut them into long sticks. Gather the sticks and cut them crosswise into cubes. Make sure to get the cubes as even as you can. To mince with a knife, press the vegetables tightly to the cutting board, chopping as you go until it is as fine as you like. Rocking the knife back and forth result in a very fine mince. Mincing does not take some time, but for some recipe it is important to do it. Not just for the texture but also because it is help the flavor of the vegetable to meld better with the other ingredients. Thank you.